So it is the 13th of October 2016. I'm not going to make this video very long, just a quick few words. It's being reported in various outlets this morning, it's now 7 a.m., that the situation of King Bhumibol of Thailand is uncertain. It's been known that for some time he's been gravely ill. He's the world's longest serving head of state. The world's longest serving monarch. He's 88 years old and he's been on the throne since 1948, which is 5 years longer than our current Queen Elizabeth II. And he's the second oldest monarch after Elizabeth II. So this is a long, long reign. I understand that a lot of people in Thailand are obviously very concerned about this for several reasons. Firstly, there is genuine love for the king. And also there is a lot of questions over the succession. It's a very controversial topic over there. Now, if anyone's wondering why I've blocked the comments on this video, you'll see why in a second. I've covered issues in Thailand in a number of previous videos, and anyone who knows a bit about the politics there knows that monarchy is an extremely sensitive issue in Thailand. In theory, it's a constitutional monarchy, but there is certainly a personality cult, and I'm being careful with the words I use here because I'm aware of the situation. So, I'm aware that a lot of people are sad about this. Some sources are saying that he has in fact died, passed away. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but one thing that I'm very concerned about, because this is something I've covered before, is what implications this is going to have on lese majeste cases. And Article 112, which is Thailand's notorious law, which is an attack on free speech. Basically, it's a law that's designed to persecute those who voice unfavourable opinions about the monarchy, or even are perceived to voice unfavourable opinions about the monarchy. Let me be clear, it is true that there are a lot of Thais genuinely love the king. That's true, especially in Bangkok. But it isn't the whole picture, because those Thais who don't favour the monarchy cannot freely say so. In this sense, Thailand is absolutely not a democracy. It's in the sense of the monarchy, it's an absolute state, because this is an extreme personality cult, only equalled really by North Korea. I've personally experienced just how extreme Thai royalists can be. And this is not just a case of people admiring their leader. This is a case of people who are prepared to use violence and intimidation and thuggery, including in other countries, to get forward their point of view. They have attacked Republicans in the UK, Thai Republicans, violently. So I'm concerned about what implications this is going to have. I mean, on one hand, it was inevitable. He's an elderly man, and I'm being careful with the words I'm using here. I don't want to say anything disrespectful towards the king, because that's not the purpose of this video. But I am concerned what this is going to do in the coming days, if indeed this is the case that he has passed away, to Thai Republicans. They're going to have to be very low key. I imagine that the personality cult's going to get even more extreme, and we're going to see His Majesty cases rocket. So it's a grave situation. But one thing's for absolute certain: whilst I respect those Thais mourning the king when that comes about, I'm not going to gloat about it or anything. I respect that. But I will say this: there should be zero tolerance to any Thais who think that they can attack other Thais in countries like the UK. This shouldn't be used as an excuse. And it's not that Thailand's the only example. There's been other countries where leaders have passed away and there has been hysteria. So I won't be surprised if that happens in Thailand. No one lives forever. And I just hope the situation remains calm and rational. But so often in Thailand, that hasn't been the case. Final point, I'm making this video in the United Kingdom, so I'm not subject to Thai law. and there's nothing you can do about this. I'm blocking the comment section because I don't want to put up with fascist royalists, and that's what they are. They're outright fascists. I know because I've personally experienced them. These are violent, intolerant, extreme people who will hack into people's accounts, who will threaten people. I've personally experienced it. I've no respect for them. I'm not talking about average Thais who, respect the monarchy. I'm talking about fanatical royalists, and there's quite a lot of them. So, we'll see what happens in the coming days, but it is going to be, all I'm going to say is the Thai Republicans will need to be careful and just, I would suggest to them politely, maybe don't, celebrate or something. I'm not telling you how to think, but I'm just saying for practical reasons, you don't want the royalists to be, coming out for you. But mark my words, these royalists will find an excuse to skyrocket lese majeste cases in the coming days, and it's going to be hysterical, I think, unfortunately. So, some people who hate the king will be celebrating this, but I'm more worried because I think the royalists will use it as an excuse to continue persecution. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I just hope the situation remains as calm as it can be. Thanks for watching.